What's up, Internet? Today I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you increase your online conversion with email marketing. Thanks again for tuning in today. So 5 things that will help you increase your online conversion using email marketing. Now, these are tips that I didn't just pull out of my ass. I actually use these on a daily basis to nurture the relationships that I have with my clients, with my prospective clients, and also people that I just want to stay in communication with, my colleagues, anybody who's really on my list. I utilize these same strategies. So hopefully you will find some value for this. So first of all, tip number 1, use your email marketing as a way to keep a dialogue with people. See, for me, with over 2,500 contacts, and these are, again, colleagues, clients, it's very hard for me to send out one-off emails to everybody. Just keeping that relationship warm and fuzzy, it's really difficult. So use this email marketing system as a way to keep the dialogue going, to keep the relationship, just flowing. Try it. Don't always go with a sales offer and stuff like that. Sometimes it's nice just to show who you are personally and what you're up to personally to help strengthen that emotional connection with your target audience. Tip number 2, try to provide value when you send out an email campaign or a blast to your people. A lot of times you do downloadable PDFs, like a 1-page document. Could be 3 tips to help them with their email marketing, hint, hint. Whatever that is, whatever value you believe you can provide, just make sure that your email has some value to it and it's not just full of opinion and your rants. You can have a YouTube channel if you want to talk about your rants. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm sorry about the SPI thing the other day, but I still listen to Pat Flynn. I love the show. All right. Tip number 3, split test. Now, when you're sending out any sort of email related to sales, or you're trying to really grab the attention of your audience, it's very smart to split test as best as you can. So split test subject lines. And what I mean by split test, if you're green to this whole thing, subject lines are really important. So you can try personalizing your subject line. You may try different taglines. The idea is, if you really want it to be open, you're trying to achieve a certain number or generate sales, make sure that you split test. That way you know which ones are outperforming others. So depending on what email system you're using, Aweber or MailChimp, pretty much any single one of them allows you to split test to some degree. Tip number 4, automate when possible. I really like the automation thing for certain aspects of my business. And other things I don't automate. I send out a broadcast to my list once a month with just updates, value, some of its personal stuff like what I've been up to, what's going on. But if you have an opportunity to automate any sort of an email sequence, do that. I'll give you an example. If you wanted to say, I'm going to give you 7 things in the next 7 days that will help you build a landing page, or whatever the case is, you fill in the blank, whatever your X factor is. So the customer opts in. Immediately they receive an email. Here's what you need to do on day 1. And then automatically the next day they receive another email, and automatically they receive another email. Now, I know you may be listening to this like, hey, Aaron, I know this, I already do this. But just in case you don't know, you can set up follow-up series and you can automate emails. So the possibilities with this type of technology are pretty much endless. When it comes to automation. I don't recommend you use automated emails to build emotional connections and relationships. I recommend you use automated emails to deliver some sort of a value during a certain time period. I think it's very useful. I've done some automated sequences that have lasted up to a year. And again, very successful. The open rates are pretty good if you are consistent with it. Now, tip number 5, and the last thing, would be analyze your data. Look at what people are opening. Look at what people are not opening. You might be able to find that there's something with your copy, something with the time of day. There's a lot of variables when doing email marketing. So analyze some of that data and just do your best to pivot based on that analysis. I'm always looking at my open rates and what type of content is actually being used. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and go out there and send out some emails.